everybody, it's Rebecca here at Y Mermaids, and today I'm going to do my July wrap-up and book haul. What? Mind blown! The reason for this is because my wrap-up basically consists of all 7 Harry Potters, and the first half of the Shell Seekers, which I'm not done. So you'll get a review of this one in August. Not in July. So basically, I decided that I haven't reread all the Harry Potters in a while, and I wanted to do a Harry Potter reread in the month of July for Harry's birthday, which, as we know, was July 31st, the same as J.K. Rowling's, and I did a video about it, and I was so excited, and you can check it out up here. So yeah, that's what I read. I love it. I love Harry Potter. Nothing's changed. I still love it. If anything, I have a deeper respect for it now because I was able to kind of pick up on little hints in, like, the first book that didn't come to fruition until, like, the 7th book. So that's really powerful and amazing. And if you want, like, in-depth what I thought about it in a reread, I do have Goodreads reviews of all of them except for Deathly Hallows because I haven't written it yet. But it will be up, so you can find it linked below, probably later on today. So, yeah, so if you want to know what I really thought about all of them, again, it's there, but I still love Harry Potter. Like, it's amazing, and it will always hold a special place in my heart, and I will always love it. And so, yeah. So let's get on with the book haul now, right? Because the wrap-up's done. It was quick. It was easy. It was probably the fastest wrap-up I will ever do. So let's get into the book haul. The first thing I got this month, I got for my sister's birthday. It's the beginning of the month, and I went to the store, and I was like, oh, should I get her this, or should I get her this? Well, I really wanted to give her the Night Circus, because I feel like everybody should read that. So I bought the Night Circus and the books I'm going to show you, with the idea in mind that if she had already read the Night Circus, I would give her these, because I haven't read them either, so if she has not read the Night Circus, I would give her the Night Circus and keep these for myself. Well, she not read it, so I gave it to her, and I got to keep the Selection series for my very own self. Basically, this is, I don't know a lot about it, except for that it's like a dystopian version of The Bachelor, which, I'm done. So that's about what I know about it, is it's like The Bachelor. So everybody tells me, though, that everybody on BookTube says it's a really fast read, it's fluffy and light and fun, and that's kind of exactly what I'm in the mood for right now at the end of summer. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I don't regret it, because I'm excited to read it, so there you go. If you've been around and have been in Barnes & Noble or on BookTube or anything, you will know that it is the 10-year anniversary of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and there were a lot of giveaways going on BookTube for the box set, and then they had, like, backpacks and all this other fun stuff. So I pretty much entered every single giveaway that I came across, because the Percy Jackson set I have is, like, older, and it's, like, torn up a little bit, and I wasn't as nice with them. They don't even match, because the final book is hardcover, the rest are paperback. So I entered all of them, and I won! So I won the box set of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which, as we know, follows Percy, who finds out he's a demigod, and all of his adventures, basically. So it's really cool. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. And this is so cool because, look, it, like, matches right here. And then, if you pull out all the covers and you line them up side by side, you end up, it looks like this. I'm not sure when you would ever line your books up like that, but it's still a really cool idea, and, I mean, I did it, and it looked really cool, but then I put it back in the box. So I did get the box set of Percy Jackson, and I do want to do a reread of this sometime later on, either the end of this year or beginning of next year, because I haven't read it in a while, and it's just really fun, and I love this box set. So thank you for giving it to me. Next up, I decided to go ahead and pick up The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I see this a lot on Samantha's channel at Novels and Nonsense. She talks about this book a lot. I don't know a lot about it. I know it's the first book in the Gentleman Bastards series, but I read the description and it sounds like it's something really up my alley. It's fantasy, and basically he's like a thief or something, and I don't know, it's got a blurb by George R.R. Martin on the front as well, and so it just sounded really interesting, so I had to pick it up. Next up, you'll have seen the next two in my Top 5 Wednesday of my most anticipated pre-orders. I talked about these two. So I'm going to briefly mention those again because I did get them, and that is Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee, which is the unofficial official sequel to Kill a Mockingbird, which is one of my all-time favorite books. And this basically takes place in the future after Scout is already grown up, and you find out some other things about Atticus that aren't necessarily great. So there have been a lot of mixed reviews about it, but I am really excited to read it once I kind of get past that block in my head. The other one I got that I pre-ordered is Armada by Ernest Cline, and this is the same author who wrote Ready Player One, which was one of my favorite books last year, I think, when I read it, or the year before. And so I immediately had to get his next book. This is not Ready Player One, it's not associated with Ready Player One, but it still has a, like, video game kind of, like, concept. It's basically like he has to protect the world from alien invaders through a video game or something. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that I'm excited to read it, so Armada. One of my big reasons behind getting onto BookTube and getting on YouTube and whatnot is because I follow the Fletcher family, which is Carrie Hope Fletcher, Johanna Fletcher, and Tom Fletcher, because they're all super talented and amazing, and I just love them. So Carrie Hope Fletcher, I love her. She is so, like, bubbly and bright and super talented, and she wrote a book called All I Know Now, and this is Wonderings and Reflections on Growing Up Gracefully. It's basically her blog that she was writing that turned into a book, and it's just kind of her story about growing up, and it's kind of like I think it's like a guide for girls growing up, and though I'm not a teenager anymore, I'm still really excited about reading this and kind of getting to know Carrie a little bit better. And so I've seen it on her channel a lot. I've seen a lot of people, especially in the UK, because this is from the UK. I did order it from Amazon. Luckily, they had it, and they shipped it from the UK to me. It actually wasn't even that much money, considering it came from the UK. I think the US edition comes out in September, I want to say, and it's purple, but I wanted this one. Plus, it's got, when you take the dust jacket off, it's, like, really pretty on the inside, and it says, like, what a hopeful is, and she has, like, drawings all through it. So I just really wanted to read it, and didn't want to have to wait for the US version, so I went ahead and picked this one up. Well, I'm doing a read-along this month in August for Emma, so that means I had to go pick up Emma by Jane Austen. This is the Barnes & Noble version, classics version. They have a smaller one, and then this one. Those are the only two they had at the store, and so I picked this one up. It's like $8. It's not a lot. I do really want the, like, really nice penguin ones, but I didn't get that one. So I got this one, and I'm excited about reading it. If you want to know more information about that read-along, you can check out my video up somewhere up there. I'll link it, about the read-along, and there's a Goodreads group, and we're tweeting it and everything. So if you want to read Emma, I highly recommend joining in with us this month. It's basically, if you've seen Clueless, Clueless is Emma, but think about, like, putting it back in Austen's time. So very cool. Finally, the last two books I actually got in August, but I'm gonna go ahead and haul them anyway because it's so close. It was like August 2nd, so I don't care. And the first one is Sex Criminals Volume 1 by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. This is a graphic novel. I think they have sex and then steal stuff, but I'm not really sure. I just know that it's gotten really good reviews, and so I'm really excited about picking this one up. And the last book that I got this month, sort of, kind of, is Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford. This is an adult coloring book, and I started coloring at the end of the school year, which there's a video up here. I talked about that basically as a way to reduce stress because I was really stressed at work, and so school is starting again for me in a couple weeks. And I saw this at Barnes & Noble. I was like, yes, they have it. So I went ahead and picked it up. I've colored like 3 leaves, so I'm not very far along in it yet. But they also have, she has another one called The Secret Garden, which a lot of people are also doing. So I'm sure you've seen it around, but if you haven't, I mean, it's beautiful. So I can't wait to color it and make it mine, and I'm really excited about it. Well, that is it for my July book haul / wrap up, because I did them both in the same video. Boom, boom, boom. Let me know which of these books you've read, if any of them, and which I should be most excited about reading next, and what you got, what your favorite purchase was in the month of July. Yes, that. Or what you read in July. I don't know. Whatever you want to tell me. Just tell me down in the comments. We'll have a chat. I like having conversations down there, so let's do it. Anyway, that is it for me today. I gotta hop on to BookTubeathon so I can actually start reading here today, and I'll see you next time.